It's my new era here. We are Mr. and Mrs. Iwerioba Enoch. I want to thank God for what God has done in my family, for destroying 10 years of barrenness. And in that 10 years, I had 6 miscarriages. The last one that happened, I told God, I said, I cannot take this anymore. And in that pain, when I came to church, the choir ministered that day the stone of help. I cried and I said, God, you just told me you are my stone of help. If you are tempting me, I will not fall. I will keep praising you. And my husband said, I didn't marry you because of children, but I know God will bless us. When our pastor, Pastor Bolaji, came forward, the day he ministered on the altar, I stood up, I couldn't sit, and I told my husband when I got home, I said, my pastor has come. And he said, for the first time you want to go and see pastor, I didn't push you. I said, I will go and see him. The other day we did communion. He said, take communion. Go to the toilet, those seeking for the fruit of the womb, rub it on your tummy, if I be a man of God. And I did it. I went to see pastor, and I told pastor in December, I said, Daddy, this is the story. But I missed my period in November, but I believe God has done it, because I've already told my husband, if it doesn't happen this last year, we'll go for IVF. And pastor now said, don't worry, God will do it. And he prayed for me. The one that shocked me, he said, I put my ordination to contention. That was when I knew God is about to do it. And I left. January, I removed my mind from it. I was in the hospital at home going to work. I felt feverish. I said, let me do a test. And they sent me result positive. I said, positive to what? HIV or what? I checked it. They said positive. I called my husband. I called Pastor. I called Pastor Charles. And they prayed for me. And that was when the journey started. And when we prayed, God said, take this child and run. I told my husband now said, even Jesus Christ, they took Jesus Christ and ran. I came to church and I told Pastor, he prayed for me. I laid a seed and he said, I told him, I said, God said this is what I should do for 9 months. And he said, come every month for prayers. And that was all. I was with my aunt's uncle. I told him, Daddy, I'm pregnant. He said, come over. Let me see the devil that will have brought this baby in my house. I was there. I didn't come to church. The doctors worked in my favor. I was not going to work. I was on excuse duty on bed rest. The day this baby came forth, I was about to eat. I said, Mama, this thing is not enough flow. We went to the hospital and they said, this baby is coming out. And when I delivered, they said, what do you buy? I said, I born Peking. I don't want to know the sex, but I know I gave birth to a child. That they will call me a mother after 10 years. And when she came forth, the devil said, no, I will not let this one go. And before I knew, my BP started rising up. Before I knew, my sugar crashed to 1. And the doctor said, you see this one? We don't conquer her. You are not going anywhere. And they were there for me. The next day, everything was normalized as if nothing happened. And today, we are here to dedicate Eliana to God. The God of Pastor Bolaji did it for my family. I cannot thank him enough. I have come to say, Father, thank you for destroying the yoke of barrenness of 10 years in my life and my family. May his name alone be praised forever.